Hey guys, me Andrew again, your favorite Canadian YouTuber, eh? First, I want to show you guys a couple things today. First, check this out. Series 2 Stump Smash. I bought him used at EB Games for only $3. Now, his one side of his hand was missing. I think a dog chewed it off or something, so I had to replace it with a styrofoam ball with spikes on it. It actually looks kind of cool now. You can barely tell the difference. It looks like he has one of his spiky acorns on his hand. Here's something really cool I want to show you guys. Now, obviously you remember the Skylander Flameslinger, right? Yep. Who doesn't love him? Well, guess what? I think he should be a supercharger. That's right. I even came up with a redesign for him, all his newest abilities, and his own vehicle. You know what? If he ever gets redesigned, I think he should have a different voice in the newer game. I think he should sound like Aladdin or Link from that Legend of Zelda animated series. You can see bits and pieces of the cartoon Legend of Zelda series and the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, you know, between the live-action Mario bits and stuff. Never, you get the point. Check out my idea for Flameslinger as a supercharger. Cross-burned Flameslinger. What do you think? I know, he kind of looks a little bit like Legolas, doesn't he? As you can see, he's got a lot of new upgrades. He's got armor, and instead of tied back in a ponytail, his hair is let down, also like Legolas. And instead of a longbow, like his first two forms, he's got a crossbow. So it makes sense to call him Cross-burned Flameslinger. And I even came with his own vehicle. Say hello to the Crossboat. What do you think? Cool, huh? Yeah. And here's the abilities I came up with. Right. Sorry. No. You probably won't be able to read, so I'll read it for you. So, 1 means main attack, 2 means secondary attack, 3 means third attack, in case you get confused. Press 1 to shoot flaming arrows from your crossbow at enemies. Of course, you can get an upgrade to make you shoot 3 if you choose that path, just like the original Flameslinger. Hold 1 to charge up a gigantic flaming arrow. I know in his original form, if you get that path, you can hold the arrow button, and it'll charge up an arrow that sends a flaming trail of fire behind the arrow as it gets shot. Maybe you can do the same thing if you get the upgrade for the new one, like giant arrow leaves a flaming trail in its path. Right, moving on. Press and hold 2 to dash and set yourself on fire, damaging all enemies in your path while leaving a flaming trail behind you that damages any enemy that touches it. While holding 2, press 3 to make arrows shoot up out of the ground where your trail is. Press and hold 3 to rapidly shoot arrows up into the sky that rain down and lock on enemies. I know when you press the third attack button, you just shoot a bunch of arrows into the sky, but he rapidly shoots like continuous arrows into the sky that actually lock down on enemies, and don't just all go on one spot. They all go in random spots, so they rain down exactly where an enemy is, like so many raining down. Instead of just this, it's like so many. Well, I think you get it. While holding 3, press 1 to send a gigantic arrow flying up and crashing down with a fiery explosion. While holding 3, press and hold 1 to make a target area appear on the ground. Move the target around to control where you want it to fire. Release to fire that massive arrow into the sky. And have it crash down and explode. While holding 2, press 1 to shoot arrows while dashing. While jumping, press 3 to stab and jam an arrow into the ground, creating a fire explosion. That's cool, huh? If you jump and press 3, like you could stab an arrow into the ground, like a sword or something, or a spear or something, and make a fire explosion appear. While holding 3, press 2 to perform a fiery cape whip, scorching and knocking back nearby enemies. As you can see, he has that new cape. Yeah, he can put it to a good use. While holding 3, press and hold 2 to set yourself on fire and perform a continuous 360 spinning cape whip attack, scorching and knocking back all nearby enemies. You can move while doing so. Cool, huh? Well, I think that's all I have for you today, guys. Oh, and by the way, Daniel Williams, if you're watching this, I really need you to get back to me on buying my Persephone toy. So yeah, we'll work out further details later. I just really need you to get back to me on this, because how long has it been since you said you wanted it? Yeah. Alright, well, that's it for today, guys. Oh, and by the way, I made this funny sign I put up in the bathroom that says, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. If it's green, don't let it be seen. If it's red, then you're dead. Unless you ate red velvet cake, or you're just on your period. You get the point. See, yes, half of it I got from Meet the Fockers, and the rest I made up. Yeah. Alright, if you didn't want to hear that, then just forget I said that. Alright? By the way, do you think they should have made Flameslinger Supercharger instead of Eruptor? Or, okay, don't have to take someone out, but do you think they should have made Flameslinger Supercharger? You think he should have looked like this? And have a cool vehicle just like this? Alright, well, tell me if you think so. Alright, that's it, guys. Bye.